Okay, today we're playing another night at the archive. Let me scroll down. So I'm really excited for this because let me see. Where did it say? It's inspired by Return of the Obra Dinn or The Roottrees Are Dead, which I played The Roottrees Are Dead, and that was very fun. And challenging. So you are the new hire for the night shift at the dingy old archive in your city, but it turns out that there is information stored here that you can find nowhere else. So every couple of nights, you get a call by some weirdo government agent or private ghost hunter to find some very specific information for some very specific and weird questions they have. Using the old card catalog, you look up names, cities, buildings, and events to slowly piece together mysterious and horrifying tales of weirdness by looking at various newspaper clippings, old flyers, book pages, webpage printouts, and more. Yeah, okay. So, I don't think I can download it on Windows, on my Mac. So I'm gonna play in the browser. Hopefully there are no glitches. This is by Corbo Ned. Greetings. This is a game about clues and references. Thus, it might be handy if you grab a pen and some paper or open a note-taking app along this game to scribble down anything interesting. Use the index card system to search up names, locations, and events. If you find a set of 3 numbers on an index card, put them into the machine to get more evidence. Good luck. Now, ooh. Okay, 20. Well, wait a minute. Is this the year? Or is it the day? Alright, whatever. 2, Pilburn Archive. Dab. Detective Agency. Buckman? Swantle Incident. Greetings, Archivist. My name is Thomas Buckman, and I run a small detective agency on the southern German border. So if they're European, I actually don't even know. I think that's still the year. I am currently looking for... need some information about the Swantle incident. I'm currently looking for a client who had relatives in the area back in 2003. Answering the following questions will help me immensely in my work. Please get back to me as soon as possible. At what exact time did the Swantle incident occur? Okay, what specific button sequence triggered the Swantle incident? Huh? Oh, okay. In what chronological order did the Shutter family cross wildlife cameras on June 12, 2003? And where does Ernst Krutz's best friend work? Alright. So if I get 3 of these, I can already send it in for more evidence. Now, how do I go back out? Oopsies. Oopsies. He wants... No! No! Okay, reload the game to get to the main menu. How do I reload? Just like this? That was a big whoops. This is a cute owl. Cute logo. Alright, now how do I go back out? Am I missing part of the screen? Should I do this? Now. I want a tutorial. To apply automatic testing, please fill in all the fields first. Alright, how do I back out of this though? Oh, wait, so there... Wow. Okay, input location code. Whole shelf box. Okay, card catalog. Remember your ABCs. Helpful tips. People are listed by surname first. Surname. Some registry cards have further info you can look up. Sometimes information is logged under variant names. What's that? Pilburn Archive. Oh, is the archive locked? Alright, let's go back to this. Let me see. Okay, I opened my notepad. But I don't really like this, but what exact time did the Swantle? Okay. Ernst Kreutz. BFF work. Alrighty. Now, let's look at Swantle. What? This Swantle incident. On the night of June 17th in 2003, the dam near Swantle burst and flooded the entire village. Only one person died, but hundreds lost their homes. A small village in Switzerland abandoned. It happened. Okay. Wait, what are these numbers? A journal. June 17th, 2023. But exact time. I mean, 2003. I feel like I want to just look at everything. Oh, there's nothing. Okay. Let's look at the Ernst. Wait, what's the family's name? Shutter. Shutter family. A missing family of 4 from the has not been found. Oh my gosh. Wait, let me make this full screen. Let's just look at this again. Oops. Oh, this will give me... No, I don't understand. Oh! I think I get it. So, these numbers are what I'm supposed to put into the that little machine to get something from the archive. Alright, so Swantle incident. Instead of writing it down on the notepad, because I don't want to keep switching. Wait a minute, I can split screen. Okay, I can split screen, so I can do this. And then I want to look at Shutter family. Okay, they don't have anything. And Ernst Kreutz. Oh wait, last name. Kreutz. This. Oh my. The only victim of the Swantle incident was known as a local conspiracy theorist. Let's see. That's okay. No. Why? I can hardly see the text. My vision is really bad. Boom. Archive receptacle located. All remaining content extracted and distributed. Ooh. Ooh. Now how do I look at it? How do I get closer? Oh, I can do that, But how do I... But it's still really hard to see. What does return mean? Return it back into the archive? No. Wait, it's so tiny. Okay, it was too tiny. So I got a full screen for myself. Swantel at 11/06/2003. Photo taken during boat tour on Silver Flake Lake. Swantel Journal, page 17, 16th of June. Local family goes missing by Richard Kenner. A couple days ago, the local Shutter family disappeared. According to a knowledgeable neighbor, the family had left in the early afternoon of Tuesday, June 12th, first towards Gersing and then afterwards for a picnic in the surrounding mountains around Swantel. According to the neighbor, they wanted to be back by the evening. When the family had still not returned home the next morning, the elderly neighbor alerted the police. If you have any information, please contact the police station. Do I know? Negligent technicians responsible for dam collapse. The Daily Gersing Gazette has exclusive blah blah blah, highly sensitive visual material of a dam inspection just a few days before the Swantel incident. Could the event have been prevented if more capable technicians had been employed? Are budget cuts responsible? Hundreds of people losing their homes, not receiving any answers to our press. The questions and fears of the population not respected. Daily Gersing Gazette, 19th June, which is actually my birthday. Liability. Company that service dam not ready for comment, says technician. Are on holiday. Memorial. Oh, who was Ernst Krutz? Close friend Albert refuses interview, says it's a private affair. Albert. Government. Could this have been prevented? Major politician says no. Politics is not at fault this time. Dam in Swantel breaks whole village underwater in the middle of the night. The dam in the rural village of Swantel broke. The whole area was subsequently flooded. The only victim was a single homeless man. It's the middle of the night. Everything is still normal, at least for now. The tranquil village of Swantel lies quiet and peaceful. No one suspects what is about to happen, because no one is here. The entire population of around 427 people is currently one town over, in the midst of festivities. Almost everyone. According to the official report, only one person was on site during the tragic incident, and that was a local vagabond and nature survivalist Ernst Krutz. It is hard to imagine what he must have heard on that fateful evening. Wait, this is so small. It probably began with a soft cracking sound, the crunching of concrete, and finally a loud burst, a bang that must have been heard for miles around. After that, 1 second. Let me just move my computer closer. Everything must have happened very quickly. Buildings collapsed instantly due to the massive tidal wave. Everything that was not secured was swept away by the flood waters. Hundreds of people losing all their belongings in a matter of moments. New koala babies. Do you think that is relevant? Cutest koalas. Whoops. Missing person. Camille Bernard. French backpacker still missing. Probably not a flood victim, says local mayor. According to police, case is soon to be closed. Police appeal. Anyone who can report anything about the current whereabouts of the Shutter family from Swantel should contact the local police. Shutter family still missing? What happened to the little family from Swantel who went out for a little picnic in the local mountains on Tuesday afternoon? Some people call it a divine miracle that the church survived the catastrophe unscathed. Others say things were simply built sturdier back then. Booze festival visitors in shock. Fortunately, they had something to drink right away. The visitors to the Overstatter drink night never thought that their desire for beer could save their lives, but that's how it turned out. Practically the entire village of Swanhill comes to this illustrious festival every year, and everyone lets loose. The drunken villagers were astounded when they tried to get home in the early hours of the morning and found nothing but a freshly formed lake. Okay, but like, where is the exact time? Should I look at Silver Flake Lake? Oops. Alrighty, let's. Oh, there's one more. Tourist thieves on the rise. Oh, wait. Does this match? So they're from different days. Okay. Reports about tourists are not uncommon in the Swantel Journal. We owe that to the swarms of foreign visitors who come to enjoy our picturesque landscape. But recently there has not only been positive news to report. According to the unofficial statements from operators of local country inns and hotels, ooh, it would be so nice to go to a country inn in Switzerland. An increasing number of tourists are leaving without paying. Ooh, most of them are very cunning in their approach. They notified the hotel that they are going on a hike or exploring the surrounding mountains. They usually have backpacks with them, which probably contain their luggage. Some speculate the local innkeepers then wait in vain for them to return. Most such thieving travelers even leave clothes or valuables in their room to give the impression that they are only on a day trip. Wow. Okay, our local hotelier even reports that a very expensive watch was once left behind, worth many times the hotel bill. Well, not all thieves are so clever, it seems. Wait, what if it's not thieves, but they're actually going missing? Now should I? Oh, I returned it. Alright, well, I don't think the information... You know what? I think I do want the information. Oh, it's gone. I didn't do that. Maybe let's just go back. Albert, but I don't know his last name. Daily Gerson Gazette. Medium-sized daily newspaper, was acquired by the larger Berner Zeitung and discontinued. Should I search that up? Zeitung. Dancott. It burned down completely during the London fire, even though it was 230 kilometers away. Okay, let's see. Berner Zeitung. This is ZI. Yeah. Oh. Self-employed Swiss photographer came to fame in her home country for the famous photographs of Swantel after it was swallowed up by the floods. Okay, I'm already stuck. I thought it would be a little bit more obvious. Silver Flake Lake. Let's look at that. A Swiss lake covers the former village of Swantel. Only the former church tower rises up out of the water and is an attraction for many tourists. And then the plaza Overstat, named after the lake of the same name to the east. Okay, 05 1435. 05 1435. Okay. 05 1435. Go. Okay. Diving courses, lake trips, Vivaldi. Fun for the whole family. A Little Cube of Paradise. Diving course by Dave. Such a cool guy. Okay. Is this police transcript? Why would that be a police transcript? If there's like person A, person B. Yes, I've got it. Do you see a control panel should be labeled with main control panel at the top? Yes, I'm standing in front of it. There are 3 flashing lights on the left, right? Exactly. So the first one you have to press is, are you sure that's the right way? Albert. There's no time for that. Undefined roar in the background. The village is empty. It has to happen now. So, script writer. Maybe that's their job. But this looks like timestamps. The village is empty. Wait a minute. Everybody was at the festival. Ernst and Albert, they are friends. Albert didn't want to talk, and Ernst got killed. Okay. Record-breaking landslide on Red Top Mountains. We're going to look at Red Top Mountain then. Dear citizens, they only have one journalist. Dear citizens of Swantel, as I'm sure you've noticed, after all, it was impossible to overhear. I think it means unhear, or... Okay. There was a record-breaking landslide near the summit of Red Top 2 days ago. Within moments, chunks as big as cars tumbled down the steep slopes of Red Top Mountain. Everything that got in the way was swept away. Fortunately, no one was injured. Only a lot of vegetation suffered along with the mountain, but hut of our good Mayor Rudolph at an incredible speed of up to 50 meters per second, a whole quarry full of debris and earth rushed down not far from the Swantel Dam. Barely 20 kilometers away, nature has formed a new, still quite unstable chain of hills. Residents and curious onlookers are urged to stay away for the time being, as experts cannot rule out the possibility of further slides. In addition, it is not yet possible to say why this impressive and dangerous natural phenomenon has occurred so suddenly and with such force. Possible investigations could take several months. We will probably have to be patient until then. I think it's Albert and Ernst. Okay, many residents fear a decline in tourism, yet tourists are thieves. Due to the increased level of dust in the air and the current danger of hiking near the Red Top Mountains, many residents fear the tourism will suffer as a result of the recent avalanche. The beautiful nature around Swantel is the main reason for out-of-town visitors. If this is no longer the case, blah, 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 blah. Still, Mayor Rudolph Lemke mourns cottage. Many citizens can sympathize, but some find it annoying. For 2 days now, there has been no other topic in the mayor's office than the destroyed vacation home on the mountainside. Many visitors who want to change their ID card or hand in documents have to listen to lengthy tirades about mountain safety and admissible insurance cover. Many wonder how long. Wait, so this is the mayor? He helps renew people's IDs personally? Already, Red Top. Red Top. Sounds like a diner. Red Top Mountain, Swiss mountain north of Gersing, measures 3,100 meters in altitude. Above average number of landslides. Former dam west of Red Top Mountain, damaged beyond repair. See Swantel incident. Was decommissioned but not demolished. And then forest Several local legends tell of people going missing in the woods. Now, are these missing people related to missing tourists? What mountain were they hiking on? I don't remember. 22, 35, 66. What the hell? I did not type 55. Oh. Boom. Ooh, Wikipedia. Chalk cavern. Should I look that up? Small cave complex underneath the Red Top Mountain. Located around 15 miles north of now ruined Swantel, Switzerland. Its name comes from the calcareous stone that makes up the majority of the cave's existing structures. The interior is largely unexplored as it was flooded just a few weeks after its discovery as a result of the Swantel incident. I feel like that's a little suspicious. According to experts, first and foremost, Dr. Richard Folger. Let me write that down. The first few ascents and seismological investigations indicate that the cave system extends very deep under the mountain and also branches off into several smaller cave systems with their own separate sub-caves. There are no current plans by the local government to explore Chalk Cavern using divers or underwater equipment. Several requests from independent groups and organizations were vehemently rejected by local officials for reasons unknown. Now, I wonder, these independent groups, is it Albert and Ernst? Link defunct. Alrighty. Red Top Forest. Map. The new cavern? Now, who owned this map? This is an official document of the forestry management. Manipulation or modification is not permitted. The information in this document is provided without liability. No distribution, I assume it's for monetary benefit. Oh, cameras. Old trail. Overstat. I'm not going to look at overstat. I'm going to write that down. And I'm going to write old trail. Grace Falls. Lone Rock. I don't think I need to write that down. Well, wait a minute. Red Top Mountain Summit. Now I kind of want to... I'm going to go back and look for the news. This 12/15/24. You know what? I'm not putting anything back anymore. Actually, I should, though, because then the table will get messy. And then I'll be like, what document am I looking for? I want this one. First towards Gersing, and then afterwards for a picnic, and then surrounding mountains around Swantel. So this is Swantel. So they first went for a picnic near Gersing, and then they went Red Top Mountain Summit and Old Trail. Okay. Let's look at this. Oh, camera. Oh. Wait, a family of 3 reaches the summit, poses briefly in front of the summit cross, and then sets off on the descent again. This is camera 5, which is right here. A Eurasian 3-toed woodpecker settles on a small rock and pecks at moss and grasses. It raises its head, sees something in the distance, and then flies away quickly. 2 people reach the summit and eat the sandwiches they have brought with them while admiring the landscape. Oh no. Is it this one? I think they ate their sandwiches, right? Wait. Let's check. Yeah, picnic. Camera shuts down for several hours due to inexplicable circumstances, which kind of makes sense if they went missing and then you don't have any footage of that. Upper side of the cross snaps in two due to severe deep grooves. Half of the fallen wooden construction then slowly slides down the mountain slide until it is out of sight. 2 forestry workers are installing a new cross after hauling it up the mountain. In the middle, what day is this? So the next day. In the middle of the work, they suddenly hear a loud, undefined howling. They look around in surprise, but can't identify the source, and after a while, continue their work. A pair of gleaming eyes dart across the mountainside, not far from the camera, roughly at the height of a grown man. I was just gonna say, werewolf, making people disappear. Okay. Halfway up, they stop, look towards the camera, then drop to the height of a wolf or a deer and quickly continue on their way. That's suspicious. Okay. Already looked at that. Wait, no, I didn't. Loud scraping on metal. Faster! Yes, the first one at the very beginning. Again, and then one to the left. Right. That should be it. Then you should see the command on the display panel. Yes, that's... yes, it's there, but nothing happens. What's going on? Wild page flipping. Here, you still have to pull the lever in the basement. Big and red. Down the corridor. Must be operated manually. Bleep. And you remember that now? Loud crash. They're coming. Ernst, pause. Ernst, are you there? Loud footsteps of multiple people moving away quickly. And did I look at everything? I think so. Now wait. I want to put in 1330 into this document here. Oh, wait a minute. That was 13, wasn't it? I thought it was looking for time. What does that say? FMS? So, okay, it's this family of 3. Oh, June 12. So I do need to note the times. Okay, so that's 17:05 on camera 5. 05 at camera 5. Okay, now we're gonna look at Chalk Cavern. Chalk Cavern was completely flooded in 2003, 210986. Why does it do that? Why? 21/9. What is it? 86. I did not type that. Nope. Okay. Let's just pile it up if I want to keep organized. Trespassing hiker finds cave system near landslide. 2 surprises in just 1 week. The average citizen of Swantel is not used to this, so it's hardly surprising that it was a tourist hiker who allegedly approached the rock slide. Locals could see him walking through the forest, but before they could make it clear to him that the part of our beautiful landscape ahead of him was closed, he had already disappeared into the thicket. It took a while for some brave forest workers to get up the courage to follow him. So brave. What they discovered astounded them beyond belief. A lonely backpack and a small opening in the rock. The hiker had apparently already left, or did he disappear? He had certainly discovered a small crevice, made it bigger, judging by the debris that had been pushed aside, and wanted to report his find to the media in a hurry. That's very suspicious because, which is why he left his rucksack behind. Is Richard Kenner the werewolf? Control the narrative, right? If you're the one making people go missing. This is biased journalism. Very, very biased. Unfortunately, nothing more is known about the stranger's personal details. Which, by the way, this guy is the media. His backpack only contained a bottle of water and a small lunch. That's also suspicious, I think. Catherine Ziegler. Discovered cave entrance after moving most of the rubble and debris blocking it. Mayor announces naming competition for new cave system. Shortly after the discovery of the new cave system north of Swantel, our esteemed Mayor Limke. Wait, should I look up his name? Mayor Limke. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it correctly. Announced that the naming would be decided by a public vote. Residents of Swantel can submit their suggestions, and then one of the best entries will be chosen in a large Town celebration. The exact date of which has not been decided yet. Experts from the popular caving magazine Down and Down. My information is getting too much. Have already criticized this procedure and have decided to take legal action against this proposal. You can't leave something as important as this to the broad, uncultivated masses, writes one of the authors. I think they can. We have already seen how this has turned out with examples such as the Bleep Cave and the Vomit Pit. Okay, so how did that, is this whole town a bunch of 10-year-olds? So far, there has been no comment from the mayor's office on blah 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 justified criticism. Direction of the red top. Too much. Dam and the discovered cave entrance. Cool. Automatic radio monitoring protocol. Oh, wow. Kruger Industries. Location, Red Top Dam, north of Swantel. I'm gonna write that down. Speaker. Panting. Albert, are you there? Yes, I can hear you loud and clear. We need to move fast. Metallic banging in the background. You know what? The benefit of having such a table. Although I need to get the piece that I'm missing. Oh my god. Oh my god. I am missing one. Which? Silver Flake. Lake 041435. Is it 14 or 15? Oh, it's 05. And then 35. I swear, I'm not pressing 5 so many times. Here we go. Okay, that fits there. Yeah, I can't tape them together. Wait, why did it go so perfect? Why did it go so perfectly? So that's something else. Let's see the whole story. We have to move fast. I pushed the cupboard in the front of the door, but it won't hold for long. Have you got the manual? Let's look at this. We looked at the camera. So there are a family of 3. Which camera is this? A few dark bristly hairs of fur stick to the lens. Oh. Oh no, I need to look at the visual features and compare it. Oh no. So at least I know this is camera 5. Surrounded by mixed coniferous forests, a well-trodden animal trail some distance away, various branches. Do animals take the same trail over and over again? Because you know when humans take a trail because they just walk all over it and the grass dies underneath. But do animals do that too? Various branches and woody plants have been snapped and broken off. So that would be coniferous forest, so that's not the mountain. Well, I think I'm gonna have to think about that later. Okay. So I think loud communal howling, werewolves, or regular wolves. This game is turning me into a conspiracy theorist. Irrelevant except for this time. Oh wait, okay. Let's not skip ahead. Unidentified nature from the north. How can a camera determine the direction of howling? But okay. Multiple animals move past in a loose group. Only rough, bare, high, black outlines are recognizable. Something approaches the camera from behind and sniffs around curiously, only to move on again shortly afterwards. A single deer runs past. It has a fresh bleeding wound on its flank and it is breathing exhaustedly. Suddenly there is an undefined howl nearby and it sprints away. That is a horror movie for the deer. Several objects are dragged across the ground, out of the camera's line of sight. So I assume that's people. Suppressed sobs are heard for a moment, followed by a deep animalistic growl, after which the crying quickly ceases. So, camera whatever that is, at 1704. Let's see. So, wait. How does that make sense? Oh, wait. So this is a different family. Not related. Because it's at a different camera and it's 1 minute earlier. A single magpie settles on the ground for a moment, picks up a bunch of keys left behind in its beak and flies off again. I thought that was going to be like, oh, suddenly it's a peaceful juxtaposition to everything that happened before, but no, there's still one more clue. Right. Oh, more. What's this? A online message board. One day after, Cave Killer 92. Hey guys, I finally decided to do some traveling along the unpopulated northern part of the Red Top Mountain. Wait a minute, this is April, so that's different time, different month. Different year, 2011. I did not think I would find a lot, but look at this. Eyeballs. These are cave entrances from the inside. There were multiple ways to go, but I could only do a short exploration. This is reminding me of this creepypasta that I read about Ted the Cave Diver. What's it? Ted the Caver. But I can only do a short exploration. Wait, I have cinnamon in my throat. Before I heard some yelling from outside. Some dude with a huge rifle waited for me when I got out. Ooh, I almost bleeped my pants. I almost poopied my pants. Ooh. Turns out this is not open land. Yes, it is. The town has been abandoned. At least that rifle dude told me. Well, okay, if they have a rifle, I guess whatever they say goes. Said he was a local hunter called Albert Brummer, and he's a hunter. Okay, Albert. Where's Albert? Where's Albert? Did I not even write down his? Yes, I did. Albert Brummer. Oh. Brummer. Hunter. Now, I'm so eager that I must check. Oh, where? Where? Let us continue. Okay, you know what? If he gave his name, then he's probably somewhat legit because, oh no, my mouse has become two. He must be somewhat legit because if you're being suspicious, wouldn't you lie about your name? Said he brought the whole northern side of the land, bought of the mountain. Is that even legally even possible? I bet he bought it for $1 since the town is abandoned now. I want to buy a mountain like that, but actually I feel like you might buy something for really cheap. And then come to find out you actually have to pay something like upkeep or something that's super expensive. Or what if people go into that town and technically they're trespassing? You need to invest in signs because if they die there, their family might be able to sue you. Yeah, so said he bought the whole town, blah blah blah. Anyway, do you think these could some way be connected to the flooded chalk cavern on the other side of the mountain? That would be really cool. Tell me what you think about my find. Eat. Cheers, Cave Killer 92. LOL, Rock Boy. In 2008, so 3 years, no, joined. Wow, that would certainly be cool. I already scheduled a trip back in the day to the chalk caverns before they were suddenly flooded. Would have loved to go. Good to know there is a different path. And no, I don't think you can just buy half a mountain. Probably just some random hillbilly weirdo. You got any more pics to share? Does Switzerland have hillbilly weirdos? Importantly, is hillbilly a term that can be used outside of America? Okay, sure, just going to drop everything here. Also, I will definitely go back. No weirdo is going to keep me from killing the caves. Blech. I'm just making up sound effects as I please. Ooh, pretty. You know, I'm very wimpy and not very athletic. Or I'm not a sporty person, but I have some coordination. But I probably wouldn't go in a cave, but I also have always felt ooh, that seems cool. People going to Mexico and going into those underwater caves as part of a tourist group. To me, that seems fun. Even though I'm sure there's lots of risk to it. I don't think I even got past swimmer 1 or 2. And okay, I'm gonna pile up everything that's related in one pile. I already read that. This is the miscellaneous / newspapers by the suspicious Robert Kenner. Alright, I think that's everything. Am I missing papers? I don't remember. This is what happens when there's too much information. Let's look for Folger. Swiss doctor of geology. For many years, a fervent advocate of underwater investigations of Chalk Cavern, disappeared in 2008 during a vacation in Helmbach. Forestry Management Swantel, an organization that oversees the local wildlife park and the Red Top Forest north of Gersing. 0329. Wait, I'm going to write down the numbers instead of switching screens. No. 032949. I should write it down in case I need it in the future. But will I? Forestry Management Services or whatever. 032949. And I will looky that up. 3. FMS. Oh, forestry management Swantel. Camera. Camera is lying on its side. Deep crack run right through its lens. So let's see. It doesn't have any. Wait a minute. A tourist family. No. They're a local family. So I guess I'm not just looking for the same date, right? They could be going through several days, so I just need to look for a family of 3. Unless several objects. No, that was 1 minute before. Okay, a family of 3. No, that we already read that. A single young female hiker crosses the path. Her rucksack has a small French flag patch sewn onto it. Didn't another French woman go missing? And I don't remember her name, but I remember she was French. A loud howl. It was Camille. Or Camille. Camille something. A loud howl from the northeast. Several hares run south. After a few moments, a young wolf steps out of the bushes and follows carefully behind. A tourist family rests on the ground next to the hiking trail. They unpack sandwiches and cheese and eat for a while. Everybody's got sandwiches. However, at the urging of the elderly man in the group, they continue on their way after a short time. In the distance, you can see the top of a car driving north at breakneck speed. A short time later, you can hear the stomping of several sets of legs following the car. That's so creepy. A loud noise as if of cracking rock can be heard from the north. A large gush of water hits the camera. Transmission ends abruptly. That is the time when the dam bursts. And I need that time, but has been ripped out. Are all these times the same? Let's see. No, they are not. Ooh, what's this? What's this? Where does it fit? None. Oh, so many transcripts. Let's align them. So these are different cameras. Because it says occurrences. Why does it have to be redacted? Visual features. A short section of undergrowth follows shortly afterwards by a busy major road. So that should be easy. Busy major road. Underbrush. What is a busy major road? I think that's camera 4. A deer sticks its head forward and quickly disappears as the next car speeds by. A large truck with a loaded wind turbine blade and 2 escort vehicles drive slowly past. A European wildcat reaches the guardrail. Where would there be a guardrail? Stops briefly, observes the surroundings, and then crosses the road. It then disappears into the bushes. So yeah, I think camera 4 is the only one that can actually capture a road. Well, is that an indication of what it's looking at, actually? Let's see. I feel like it would be busier near the city, the village, the whatever it is. A hiking trail directly in front. In the distance, you can still see the fringes of a road leading towards the mountains in the distance. So that is either camera 4, 7, or 6. But the fringes of a mountain, you say. Road. Fringes of a road leading towards the mountains. Right? Camera 6. I'm just completely guessing. Mountainous terrain in between. Well, we know that. Surrounded by mixed coniferous forests. Already did that, but a well-trodden animal trail some distance away. Various branches and woody plants. Rustling noises in the undergrowth. The culprit cannot be identified. Dark, bristly fur can only be seen for a brief moment. A single tourist walks past. Wait, a family of 4 picnic blanket. No. So, wait, did one of them disappear? Because before it was a family of 3. Well, not before, that's after. A single tourist moves past, then bends down to pick up something from the ground. They examine their find briefly, but then drop it abruptly and somewhat panicked. Then they quickly leave. Is it like a body part? Something loud and heavy passes by in the distance. A family of 4 hikes along the path. They are carrying a picnic blanket and a picnic basket. As the mother walks, she whistles loudly and off-key. 2 foxes sneak along the hiking trail in search of food. They tussle briefly over a slice of sausage left behind, and then disappear one after the other into the nearby bush. Let's see. So, where were they hiking again? Do I even need this travel guide? Tourism board, Gruger Industries again. Should I look at tourism board? Not that. This. Local family. Early afternoon. First towards Gersing, and then afterwards for a picnic. Okay, so that's the mountains. So that's not camera 5, so that if they're having a picnic here, that would be maybe camera 1. Okay, let's see. 1438. And then do we look at this one yet? The lens is broken. Camera does not reproduce any image, only gray noise. So yeah, gently crunching leaves near the camera. Multiple footsteps come closer. Cheerful conversation about school play between an adult and teenager. The rustling of aluminum foil and the clinking of bottles. Noises of someone walking a few meters away. Suddenly a scream from a teenager, followed by a loud rustling and the sound of breaking wood. Fighting sounds. Quiet crying that slowly moves away, as well as the sound of several objects being dragged across the forest floor. Quiet bear roar, the tearing of backpacks and breaking of plastic, eating noises, single footsteps, an emergency call made via portable radio. So, is it, I don't know, any of those? Okay. And there are 6 cameras. So how many do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I technically have everything, I believe. But maybe there's more. What else? So I looked at Folger, Overstat, Berries, Hop Garden, breweries, Drunken Drive-In, Overstat Drink Night, Annual Festival, people there everywhere. Okay, 28, 37, 72. So I say it, but then I don't remember it. 32? 72. $837.72. Hit the button. Why? I guess it's not important. Let's look at Old Trail. Oh, nothing. All right, let's cross that out. Grace Falls. Oh, Brewer Industries. There we go. 234. 234. 02. Medium Swiss construction company went bankrupt in 2004 due to reparation repayments to the inhabitants of the former Swantal. The Grand Musée Impérial. A major Parisian museum founded by the German Emperor William II in his early years in office. Wow, so they had a German emperor. Let's look at Kruger. 2342. More. Oop. General inspection status reports by Kruger Industries on that date. Contract number, Rudolph. Contractor name, he is the mayor and the contractor. The Swantal Dam is externally intact. There's minor outer damage due to rock falls or natural erosion. Additional SRAC, I don't know what that says, growth at normal levels. Crack. These have all been documented and listed in document 045. Where's that? All facilities have been properly maintained. Various test results regarding... Oh no, he's the person who contracted them. Okay. Various test results regarding emergency discharges, current generation, and material fatigue are all within normal ranges, I assume. Section 1005. Oh, look at that. Minor repairs to the outer shell with cement, replacement of light bulb in storeroom, near control room, broken glass pane inside door, and graffiti on the outside. Graffiti reads, Kurt Eggers told you. Kurt Eggers. And I've also got to look at that. External repairs postponed until main inspection in accordance with maintenance contract. Light bulb replaced. Glass pane taped. Graffiti partially removed. Ooh, buttons. Those are the buttons. So we're going to have to piece it together from this. General, if the safety of the dam is at risk due to spontaneous damage, environmental stress, or material failure, the dam's floodgates can be opened manually to reduce the pressure on the dam and prevent it from being destroyed. Oh, so they were trying to save it, maybe save the town. However, if this happens at too high a speed, the sudden flow can even accelerate this destruction. Ooh. Okay, reset, cancel input, confirm input, manual override, blah, blah, blah. Uncontrolled access. Okay. Let's pair this. Oh, more. Ooh. Oh, look at that, look at that. Let me just put this paper together. Perfect. And then that's the last piece. Okay. Albert, are you there? Yes, I can hear you loud and clear. We have to move fast. Metallic banging in the background. I've pushed the cupboard in front of the door, but it won't hold for long. Have you got the manual? So somebody is banging on the door, and they're trying to keep him out. Yes, I've got it. Do you see a control panel? Should it be labeled with main control panel at the top? Yes, I'm standing in front of it. There are 3 flashing lights on the left, right? Yeah, so these are the 3 flashing lights. Exactly. So the first one, are you sure? Wait. That's the right way. Albert, there's no time for that. Huh? Oh my god. Roar. That's the wolf. Werewolves. Wait. On the left. So I think whatever he reads, he read it the wrong way. Maybe. Wait. Person B is Albert. So he's saying, Albert is saying that, so he's probably holding it another way. Village is empty. It has to happen now. Short pause in conversation. Crashing can be heard in the background. Good. First, the number with the button with the number 3. What number? I don't see a number here. Oh wait, short pause. Don't you see any numbers on the buttons? They should be marked. There's nothing here. Just say which one I should press quick now. Oh, okay, wait. So by the 3 lights, the third from the left. Have you got it? Yes, I have. Please be quicker. The cupboard won't hold much longer. Wait. Oh, I'm reading it silently. The third from the left. But he has it wrong? Or what? Let's just write it down. 3. Wait, let me just check. An emergency stop switch is located under a floor. Okay. Okay. Next, the one directly underneath the one you just pressed. So that's 7. Then move 2 to the left. Boom, boom. Again. Press once. So 5. Whoops. 5. And then back down again. Wait. And press twice. 9. Loud scraping metal. Faster. Yes, the first one at the very beginning again. What does that mean? 3. And then 1 to the right. That should be it. Then you should see the command on the display panel. Yes, it's there, but nothing happened. What's going on? Have you... Wild page flipping. Here, you still have to pull the lever in the basement. Big and red. Down the corridor. Must be operated manually. Bleep. And you remember that now? They're coming. Ernst. Oh. So Ernst didn't die from the dam. He died from the werewolves. Probably. Let's see. Confirm input. Does that make sense that he would press 3 at the beginning? So it's at 3, 7. Disable security override. 5. Close safety valve. 9. Open floodgates. Twice. And then, what's it? First one at the very beginning. What does that mean? Is that 3 or 1? Maybe, let's just say 1/3. And then the one to the right, 2. 2 or 4. Okay, let's try that out. It randomly inputs a number when I press it. 3. Was it 5? 7. 9. 9. And then let's do 1 and 2. Actually, he said again. Let's do 3 and 4. Right? He said again. No, that's not where I check. Okay, let's do it. To apply. Oh no. Yeah, let's just do 3, 4. All right. Now, let's look for Albert Brummer. Let's look at that. Oh, wait a minute. Does this mark camera locations or anything? View of the filled reservoir of the Red Top Dam from the lookout point. What is the lookout point? Albert Brummer. Local hunter from Lutzen. Small store at Rowan Street 34. Is constantly occupied by feelings of guilt and remorse. Now that's really funny to have in an index card in the archive, but okay. Let's write that down. Lutzen. Rowan Street. Too many vowels for me. Alrighty. Town, Lutzen. I typed it wrong. No. Imagine I still typed it wrong. Work? What is the house number? Yeah, imagine I typed it wrong again. And then when I go to check it later, it's like, you're wrong, but I was almost right. Now, do you think I have everything? Let's look for the mayor. Lim. Nothing automatically removed from office following the destruction of the village. He vanished on a hike too. Oh no. Did I look up Lone Rock? I don't think there's going to be anything. Yep. Okay, done. Richard Kenner. Former editor. Fired in 2016 for alcohol problems. Was taken over after the Swantel incident. Now why? Kigiriki. The coinage of the ancient Antarctic Muskalamunu civilization consists of whale bones lined up on dried muscle tissue. Kelpie, Scottish water spirit. Apart from the traditional legends, it can also manifest itself in bathtubs and sinks. Now that's really creepy. Alright, nothing interesting. ... Let's look for eggers. Another conspiracy theorist disappeared in 1996, was mainly focused on medieval Swiss legends, had a special interest in the regions around Gersing and Swantel. That's cool. Now, I think these conspiracy theorists knew everything that was going on. Down and down. Down, 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 down. Okay. Nothing. Oh, I was looking in the wrong box. Popular caving magazine from the 2010s caused a scandal with fake photos of strange cave events in and around the Swiss Alps and was subsequently cancelled. Now, were they fake? Bum bum bum. So I feel like I have all the evidence that I need, except for the specific time. I probably am missing one piece of evidence. Alright, I think we're done with that. I'm just gonna pull up these pictures because I haven't done anything with them yet. And I'm sure everything is important. These photos are beautiful. Alright. Now, this thing here, family of 3, is that the Shutter family? If they're setting off, let me read what was earlier. I'm really bad at matching descriptions. Short section of undergrowth. Now, what would be undergrowth? These are trees, I assume. The green. I think it's here. Yeah, this is camera 4, maybe. So 4 is irrelevant. Or is it? Let me go back. Did I already input all of these numbers? Wait, let me look. When did the water gush? Not here. Ripped. It's been ripped out. A variant name. Let's look at these one last time. I feel like this is not relevant other than telling me about Albert Brummer. Oh. That, I don't think that's relevant. And then this is probably also not relevant other than what I've found already. So I will just leave those. Let's work on this. But. I don't think any of those match. You know, I'll assume that this is all the information there is. So we have camera 5. I wish I had an actual in-game highlighter or something. Wait a sec. How do I get out? Okay, so it has to be June 12th, 2003. Check. So this has a June 12th, 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 and this does not. But I do think, okay, if this must be below, so like this has to be in the grass, because if it's in the mountain, I don't think it would be affected by the dam. Hiking trail directly in front. There's too bad there's no legend. Fringes of a road leading towards the mountains in the distance. So this camera 6. Let me see what camera 5. Camera 05. Camera O probably 6. Or here. No. We're thinking something else. Leading to the mountains in the distance. The camera's pointed towards. Wait, let me see. Let's see where she disappeared from. What was her name and where is it written? Here, Camille Bernard. Alright, let's look her up in the archive. Bernard. Sharpened tibia bone found near Lutzen was matched to her. Oh, that's Belching Buddies. Okay, wait. Indie music group of the 90s. They were known for incorporating everyday noises into their songs, such as doorbells, kettles, and car horns. Lutzen. Tibia bone. A bone. Near Lutzen, so... Where's Lutzen? Oh, Lutzen's up here. That's the French backpacker. So does it make sense that she was here? I don't know. Oh, this is directly in front, but it's not looking at any mountains. Wait, there's 7 cameras and I only have 6. I am missing one. Now I feel like I want a hint. Slash, I don't want to look through all of these. Oh. Do I even need to look at that? Near the Northern American border. Had to be rescued by $1 billion loan in 2010 due to financial speculation. I don't think it's going to show up as anything for 1485. I think I'm supposed to throw off anybody who's just looking through the archive for information, like me right now, because I'm desperate. Yeah. What? Where is that Catherine? Oh. 11, 31, 34. Deep. But wait a minute. I just randomly looked through for that. I didn't get any hints for that. I feel like I cheated. I'm just checking over this to see if there's any hints. Wait, let me go back to Albert Brummer. Okay. Doesn't say what his store sells. Alright, let's just read it. But I don't know. How am I supposed to have found this? Incident report. What do you mean? AD, what do you mean? Oh my god. Deep underground, parasitic birth. Information victims successfully dissimulated. What does dissimulated mean? It's like the opposite of assimilated. Landslide. Exposed cave system. In Helmback. I think I should look up Helmback. Oh, former remote Swiss village with 40 inhabitants caused a bit of stir in 2017 when a bus of tourists found the entire village abandoned and dilapidated. Wait, should I look at this? Should I look at... I looked up Gersting, Overstat. Okay, look, Lutzen. Did I look up Lutzen? Okay. I did. Wait. Probability of a catastrophic incident is approaching 95% if, based on the present and currently known timeline of events around Swantel, the assigned group of experts recommended swift and rapid action. Several battalions of ground troops, oh my god, and several squadrons of driving brigades should be deployed preventatively and stationed at strategic concealed points. This should ensure that after 2022, the local casualty rate can be kept below a calculated 40%. 40% is way too high. GACA. Oh, that's what I saw before. Okay. Wait. This is different, but it's the same thing. Wildlife Park, Swantel. Nature reserve managed by the town of Gersing around Silver Flake Lake. Hiking is permitted but only recommended in larger groups where you cannot get attacked by werewolves. What about this? Board of Swantel, tourism board. Tea. Nope. So this whole shelf is empty. Oh, so I can actually look up stuff. Family business founded by Italian immigrants almost quadrupled its turnover thanks to the expansion of Silver Flake Lake in 2003. Lakeside Inn, a former combined hotel and casino in Nevada. Nevada, Las Vegas. So I didn't know these were locations. Little Cuba Paradise. Former touristic club at Silver Flake Lake. It stood out negatively due to its chlorinated pools built directly into the lake. Enhance. Diving courses by Dave. No individual by the name of Dave has ever run an authorized dive shop at Silver Flake Lake. So that was a dead-end brochure, right? I want to throw this away. I'm throwing this away. Boop. Wait, what's this? I missed that. Who or what is Gaka? Wait a minute. I only found a tiny marginal note on the document from the 1920s. Even the index card system doesn't give any information about it, and almost everything here is censored. Where did this appear? Did it appear with Gaka? I want to look up werewolf. Nothing. What about parasite? PPP. Nothing. All right. I looked through all of the archives. Some of them I kind of like didn't put that much effort into clicking every single file, but I think what we have here is everything that we are supposed to have. So exact time did the Swantail incident occur? I feel like we need to mix evidence from here. Unfortunately, there are no timestamps. Quickly scanning for any extra pieces of information, but I don't see anything. So I think we're just gonna have to work with this. Okay, so this would be cam 4. Or is it camera 7? That also could be a busy major road. But I think it's here. Wait. Yeah, I literally don't know. Guardrail. I think it's camera 4. But this is not relevant because there's no, I don't think this is related to the family. Yeah, so not camera 4. Then we have here several objects. I feel like, okay, wait, I already established that this is 1 minute before we saw the picnicking family. So whatever this is, you know what? Mix of coniferous forests. No. I feel like with this camera, I don't know. $17:05, so that's 5:05 p.m. So this is relevant. Let's see what else. Here. Could be this. Here. Family of 4 could be this. But there's only 3 cameras, so not this one. But this is relevant for timing. I think we've established, oh, it must be these 3 cameras then. Which are 5. Wait, let's see what the time is. 5:05. 5, but that's a family of 3, which suddenly becomes this. Actually, I think that makes sense. So this, and then this. So what happened? I don't understand. How did they go from 4 to 3 if this is them to maybe like 2, right? Sound of cars passing by can be heard occasionally, maybe. Oh, and this has it ripped out too. So I need to determine these anyway. Mixed coniferous forest. And an animal trail some distance away, not this. Maybe camera 3. Okay, so not camera 3. Does it say, okay, this is, yeah, the new cavern. This is not camera 4, we already know that. And then a hiking trail directly in front. And then the fringes of a road leading towards the mountains in the distance. Of a road. So that's a driving road. Did I say this is camera 6? I think so. So not camera 6. And then I guess we have to determine, again, back to what their knowledgeable neighbor said. Here. Early afternoon, first towards Gersing. Here. Towards Gersing, maybe camera 7. And then afterwards for a picnic. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that would make sense with like the sound of a car passing by occasionally, as well as camera 2, but that's towards Overstat. So let's see, that's 7, 5. Oh, wait a minute. So this is 7. This is 5, and then this is 1. No, I didn't even rule out 2 or 1. I'm confused. This is 6. That's 4. Did I say that's 3? I don't have 7. Oh, I do have 7. So it's either 1 or 2. Okay, let's see. Camera 1, why would they be all the way over there? Could they be? This is gently crunching leaves, so I feel like it's one of these. And I feel like I did it wrong. This is really hard. So this is definitely 6. So we're ruling out 6. Then we have this. Okay, so you busy major road. So it's gotta be 2. Wait, didn't I? Wasn't I looking between 1 and 2? That is ruled out. This is... I think this is 3. Let's see. Wait a minute, did I say 2? I meant... Oh. Actually, yeah, this seems like 2. So 4, not ruled out. Well-trodden animal trail. Some distance away. Mixed coniferous forest. 3, right? Yeah, I think that's 3. This is 3. So I ruled out. Yep. Okay. I said this is 7. This is 5. So what's left? 4 and 1. I don't think it was 1. Would it make sense to be 4? Which one's the one with the dam? Oops. Where's camera 6? Could this actually... Wait a minute, did I say this was 6? I'm very confused right now. I need to actually label things. Alright. Hiking trail directly in front. Fringes of a road leading towards the mountains in the distance. So this isn't 2. I said this, but that's not a road, so maybe this is actually camera 4. So we rule out, what did I think? It was 6 before, but now it's 4. And it makes sense because this is right where the dam would hit. Oh, is the car driving north? He's driving north, because none of these are driving north. Going to the dam, that is Ernst. Yeah, yep, this is camera 4. Okay, wait. Let me just make the note. Transmission ends abruptly. Camera 4. This undergrowth. Okay. This is like when you're trying to figure out a test question that you don't have no clue about, and you're picking apart, it's multiple choice, and you're picking apart every single detail of each option. It disappears into the bushes. I don't think it wouldn't be anywhere else, because there's other bushes over here. And this one, mixed coniferous forest, well-trodden animal trail. That doesn't give me that much. So I said we got 4 and 2. And I said this was 3 then. Seven. So there are 7, 5, and then the leftover options right now. Wait, 14. 83, so that's 7. 5, and then so let's erase that for now. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we have 3, and we have 6 and 1. But I don't think it's 1. This is definitely not 1 either. I think this is 3. And then, well, this one's a complete guess. But this one's also in, like, the woods. Forest floor. So it's not 1. Now it's 3 or 6. Now what makes sense? If there was a new cavern there and they dragged them down, that would make sense. But I don't think they would be walking off the trail. And let's see, it's happening like 10 minutes. Not 10 minutes, but like really close. So I think camera 6. Okay, let's try that. I think I have to do everything still, but hour, minute. I know the day, probably 17, right? I think. Not this one, this one. Oop. This one. Here we go. In the middle of the night. So you wrote that the next night, right? Wait, let me just check my notes. Yeah. Alright, if they say middle of the night, and here 21 is 9 o'clock? Yes, 9. Which makes sense. Ernst was going up there. Then how long later? If only. So it's after 9. It's after 9 and between and before 12 a.m. I don't know. I don't want to take a guess. Okay, I'm just gonna write down everything I have first. Oops. Wait, it doesn't even tell me what specifically is right. Oh no. I know this is right. We did it right, Lutzen? No, I didn't. Overdrink. Oh, I mean overstature drink night. 28, 37, 72, but it doesn't work. Alright, I'm gonna have to go out and look. It's supposed to be 60 minutes. I've been playing for like over 2 hours. $28, 37, 72. What? I swear, I'm going to look back at the footage. I swear I put this in and it said it was broken. So I say it, but then I don't remember it. 32? 72. 837, 72. Hit the button. Why? I guess it's not important. Did I type in the wrong numbers maybe? Did I type in... Because sometimes when I type too fast, it'll just do two of the same numbers. My God. So much. 17th of June, Drink Nice Beach, opening of the outdoor bar, official beer salute. Yeah. Was that it? So, let's see. Just line it up here. And everyone lived the drunk night was astounded when they tried to get home in the early hours of the morning and found nothing. Okay, the visitors of the overstature drink night never thought that they were desired, but that no, okay. Currently one town over, almost everyone. It probably soft cracking sound. Nah. Middle of the night. Everything is normal, at least for now. The tranquil village lies peace and quiet, blah blah blah. The entire village is one town over in the midst of festivities. They had something to drink right away. 2015. The visitors to the overstature drink night never thought that their desire for beer could save their lives, but that's how it turned out. Practically the entire village of Swantal comes to the illustrious festival every year, and everyone lets loose. The drunken villagers were astounded when they tried to get home in the early hours of the morning and found nothing. So it's like, it has to be between here and... Wait. 20... It's after 9. So 22 or 23. I don't think that's right though. Oh, wait a minute. Is it like that? I don't think it happened so quickly. anything save? Oh wait, I have to get all of this stuff. Oh, thank goodness. Oh, oh, oh. Who's this? Richard Kenner. Ah, he was fired for being an alcoholic. 22-25. Oh, okay. So this is the date of the incident. Patient is heavily intoxicated. The water skills are impaired. What? The motor skills. Bruises on the right arm and right knee, as well as the outer right thigh area. In addition, a slight laceration on the upper right of the side of the head. Abrasions on the hands. Signs point to a fall from a standing position. Why they make the what? Why they make the what? Oh, okay. Well, I'm like zooming in on my browser, but you know why I need it. Why they make the boxes so small? Patient says that he was startled by a loud crashing noise coming from far to the east, 3 minutes after the beer salute. Okay, so that's exactly when it happened then. He remembers it clearly because he asked someone for the time right then. The fright of the sudden booming noise almost caused him to spill his drink, but he just managed to save it. However, the momentum then sent him to the ground headfirst. The patient heavily slurred his words during the recounting. Thomas Buckman? Nah. Okay, so 3 minutes after beer salute. 22:03. Oops. Few errors. I feel like I got this wrong then. Do I have to do this? What about that? I feel like that doesn't matter though. Or that's 10. Several. So this is actually right. So this is 1, 2. No, that's wrong. So it is my camera. Let me review. Okay, this could be the family. So instead of the 1705 one, which is here, family of 3, so it's not 5. So instead, this is what did I say this was? From the north. That could, yeah, camera 6. Wait. No, wait. Wait, what? Again, I have confused myself with the cameras. Which one's the mixed carnivorous forest? Okay, so this one is irrelevant, but it is... This one's 2. This one is... Fringes of a road, so... This one's 4. This one is... I said it was 6, didn't I? Yeah. So if I have 7 and I have 5, but it's not 5. This is 3. Try and check the times. Oh my god. Let me just double check it now for the story. So first, they were here. And then they were here. And they were talking. And then they were talking at what? At 3:41. And then they are attacked. And after they are attacked, here. After they are attacked, no, not that one. They are dragged to their new cavern. That actually makes sense. Yes, that makes sense. They're dragged here. Okay, we did it. Go. You have sent the reports. Your efforts allow Detective Buckman to find the missing relative. After several years, Kay Shutter, now an adult, was put in touch with his aunt in Germany. Who's Kay? But it's Shutter. Ooh. Cool. Is that the teenager? Now an adult, right? Okay. Alright, I took way too long and I cheated way too much and I still struggled. Alright, that was fun. I want to check my recording to see if I actually messed it up or what. This happened with the Roottrees game too. I didn't upload that part, but like the search result that was supposed to get me the final piece of the puzzle did not search result. It did not pop up in the browser. In the internet browser, and the Roottrees are dead. Okay. That's it for now. Thank you for watching. And check this game out. I will leave a link in the description.